Happy Fri-Yay. That's right, it's Fri-Yay. I gotta tell you, the work week is on the way out the door. The weekend is quickly approaching. And we gotta talk about Konan the Barbarian Swordsman. No, I'm not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not talking about Jason Momoa. No, this is Kung Fu Friday, baby. And you don't want to miss this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey everybody. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to say thanks to Blackout Coffee Company. Let me tell you something. This company has some of the greatest coffee I've ever had. No joke. You know I talk about coffee on here. There's several companies that I really like. But Blackout Coffee Company has some of the fantastic flavors and fantastic prices. And I don't want to talk out of turn, but in the description down below is a promo code to save you some money if you want to make an order for Blackout Coffee Company. You will not be disappointed. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. Have a good one.
Happy Kung Fu Fri-Yay. That's right. Hello, everyone. We're glad you're here. New subscribers, hello. Old subscribers, hello. We are so glad each and every one of you are here. Thanks for joining us today. We have a treat for you today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, because you don't want to miss this wonderful, wonderful content that we put on 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, in the description down below are links to all our stuff. If they're not there, just hit up thenerdyronin.com. All our links are there for sure. I just paid for another year of that domain name. All right. Let's get to it. So there is, first off, this is so serious. I put my serious hat on, right? Because there are some times you will find something so obscure, so different, so odd, that it just fits perfectly with what you're looking for. So let's take a look. All right. Konan the Barbarian Swordsman. 1985. 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not what the movie I watched was 1 hour and 10 minutes and was so poorly edited. Like, there was no backstory. It's just this guy going around and people attacking him and him killing him because he's looking for whoever murdered his family. So I didn't do my due diligence. It's possible the one I watched on Prime, because it was English dubbed, which was even better. It was definitely not 1 hour and 35 minutes long. I think it said 1 hour and 17 minutes. So it may have been an Americanized version, where in the 80s they were real big about taking an Asian movie, editing it down into something that made no sense, and dubbing it over with English poorly and putting it on TV. So either way, you can find out for yourself if you go on Prime and look this up, because it's free if you're a Prime member to watch this. It's on Prime. I did watch that one, and I know for certain it said it was not 1 hour and 35 minutes. Anyway, after one of the raids into the ancient kingdom of Koryo by Mongolian bandits, Yusong finds himself alive but orphaned. He sets off to Mongolia to rescue his fiancée, who was kidnapped in the raid by the leader of the bandits. Now, let me explain something. The only thing in the movie that I saw that had anything to do with that synopsis was his fiance's been kidnapped and his parents were killed by this guy. Okay. Everything else was just missing. Context was completely missing. All right, so I'm not even going to try to tell you who directed it and starred in it. It doesn't matter. Now, at first glance, you might be like, this must be a horrible... No. This movie was fantastic in all the worst possible ways. The English dub is terrible. And the accents of the people doing the English dubs is all over the place. And to the point where it's hard to listen to what they're saying because you're laughing. The storyline is non-existent. It's just literally scenes of a guy going and killing people that attack him, and he's looking for somebody that he wants to kill. It's a revenge story with no actual story. It definitely is nothing like Konan the Barbarian. Now, see, when I turned this on, I thought it may be like certain Indian cinema that I've seen where they've taken, like, one instance that I reviewed a long time ago is Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and whoever else. You know what movie I'm talking about? There's an Indian version of that. Like, they did their own version, and it was spectacular. I reviewed both of them, and they were both really great movies. So I thought maybe this was an Asian movie where they had taken that storyline and did it their way. No. This movie is so fun to watch, though. It's not good. It's not even a little bit good. There's chesticles in it because it's the 80s. All right? There's a couple of grape scenes against women because the 80s. And you can understand the main character. He explains it enough times throughout what he's doing. He's looking for this one guy that murdered his family. He's going to kill him. Meanwhile, every person he meets is basically a follower of the guy he's looking for, so he just kills them. But it really has a twist ending because at a certain point in the movie, he changes his mind about something. Well, it doesn't work out. But with the bad English dub, the fight choreography, to be fair, there's some really nice fight choreography, but then there's also some of the punch or slash and then wait for the stunt person to get their part done before you move again. Which makes it even better. This movie is horrible, but in a fun Kung Fu Fri-Yay sort of way. Like, it was a lot of fun to watch, but not because it was good. It was just... it was horrible. Okay, look. Like I said, it's got some chesticles. It even has a couple of bad words in it, but it's not a terrible movie. I'm sure what happened was an American company or some company re-edited the movie, and the end result is seriously lacking context. But overall, for a kung fu movie and a sword fighting movie, it gives you exactly what you're looking for. Gets a little slow near the end, which is hard to do in an hour and 17 minutes. But you at no point are you like, I don't know what's going on. No, you don't have the context, but it's pretty simple and self-explanatory. It's a revenge thing. He's going after the person that killed his family. But the actors in said movie, Most of them, I'm pretty certain this was their first and last movie. But I'm not hating on it. I enjoyed it. And as soon as it started, I knew exactly what it was. And I was there for it. And if you like Kung Fu movies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Especially movies that have been dubbed, English dubbed, or re-edited for a certain audience. Just because it's not good in quality doesn't mean it's not worth watching. But be forewarned, some slight nudity, some aggressive scenes against women, violent scenes against women, and I think there was 2 bad words. Other than that, there's a lot of fighting and some really horrible accents. Bushido, watch this and let me know what you think, please. All right, I'm going to start my weekend early because, oh boy, to be fair, I probably started it when I started watching this movie. But if you like Kung Fu movies, older ones, you'll probably dig this. You're not going to give it 100%, but 60% is better than no percent. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday where we're not talking about Kung Fu. Have a good weekend. From Michael the Microphone, Bob, Squeaky Chair in the back, and this big fat nerd. Thanks so much for being here, and we'll see you then.